Hi, Assalamualaikum. It's been a while. I'm really not consistent with my videos, but I just felt like I really need to keep doing videos in order for me to keep track of my thoughts and see how life progresses, I guess. So currently, I am a medical officer in the emergency department in Seremban. So some of the things that I'm currently pursuing is elderly care. I'm trying to get into the field and see how I can contribute more to our elderly people. Especially Malaysia has a growing population of older generation, the baby boomers. So I want to see if there's a spot for me to put all my knowledge and skills and my heart in it. At the moment, seeing our Pakcik and Makcik, very old people going to the emergency department, it always triggers some thoughts inside of me that I feel like some of these things are actually preventable. And to understand the nature of growing old, they are really susceptible to falls and infections and actually they can be quite fragile in my opinion, and they require special care that might not be accessible for them at the moment. And even though they are in the hands of their children's, being taken care by their children's might not have the skills or might not know how to take care of someone with multiple comorbids like diabetes or someone with a dementia. So those are, I mean, if we do like a random survey, I feel like many people are not educated or is well versed in taking care of people with specific conditions. So we like to throw in a blanket and assume that as long as they are your parents, then you should know how to take care of them. And I think that is very wrong. I think children should put in some time to actually know how to give better care for their elderlies lah. And I think being in medical field myself is actually a very big privilege, because I'm able to look after my parents in a way and apply the knowledge that I've learned throughout the years. I'm not saying that I can give them perfect care, but as much as I could, I tried to counsel and check on them every now and then as much as I could. Yeah, so I don't think many people have that privilege and ability to do so. It's not something bad or anything, it's just that other people are more skilled at other things and they need some assistance or input on how to better care for their elderlies with especially the specific conditions lah. So so the thing is, I had this one patient yesterday, actually 2 days before is actually quite a similar case. It's an elderly guy who came to the emergency department with an alleged fall while he was going to the groceries to get some groceries lah. So it is not the first time that it has happened. It has occurred multiple times before, but this one, because he hit his head, so it was quite bad. So that's why he went to the emergency department, and his daughter just left him there and went back home to take care of her children, where he was left on the wheelchair, unable to get up, unable to go to the toilet by himself. So I was quite in a tricky situation because I have to attend him myself and I have a lot of other patients as well, and I could not, like macam takkanlah aku yang kena tolak dia, aku yang kena bawa dia pergi toilet, kasi dia kencing. He's a guy and my medical assistants was more busy, but patient bukannya seorang je kan, so you can't really attend satu patient all the while. Nanti patient lain pun kesian lah, dia pun tengah tunggu kan. So it really helps to have at least one family member yang boleh uruskan those kind of things lah, macam tolong angkat pakcik, tolong bawa dia pergi toilet, benda-benda macam tu lah. But I was so macam I was so kesian dengan pakcik ni because he was left there by his daughter. His daughter pun memang ada other responsibilities lah. So macam I tak sampai hati untuk biarkan dia kencing atas wheelchair tu, faham tak? Sebab dia memang tak larat nak pergi toilet seorang. So I asked my medical assistant untuk tolong itulah macam tolong dia untuk pergi kencing. It took us a while because there are other patients as well, but alhamdulillah we managed to help lah. Tapi anak dia memang sampai lambat. Anak dia another anak yang lelaki lah. It's just that I just feel kesian pakcik tu kena tahan kencing lama because tak ada orang nak attend dia at the time lah. So okay, back to the issue, multiple fall kan. So I feel like pakcik ni he is not in a good state to be doing his daily task by himself. Dia macam very high risk of fall, selalu pening kepala, macam jalan pun tak stable. And he has underlying Parkinson as well. So macam lagilah dia punya pergerakan tu, his movements are limited and he's really prone to fall lah. So for this time, thank goodness he did not develop any intracranial bleed, but from the trauma. But it could be someday, if the underlying cause is not being addressed, he would end up in much more worse condition lah. So I was thinking of how can we improve this? How can we help our elderlies to get on with their daily tasks, but also in a safe and controlled environment where they can be supervised, or there's some assistance in terms of infrastructure or someone to accompany them, something like that. Because I kind of understand that not all children are available. They might be working double jobs or trying to make ends meet, and they couldn't really be there for their parents. I'm not really putting the blame on anyone, but probably for them to hire someone to look after their parents, maybe that would be expensive. And I mean, everybody in a way is struggling in their own ways. So I was thinking if somehow we can provide a solution for this kind of people, for our older generation, and in a way, all of us will also get old, right? So we have to think about that also. So while we are still young, is there something that we can put in place so that elderly people could get better care, a better quality of life, they can age gracefully with their loved ones lah. I noticed some initiatives that being done, especially by Teman Malaysia. I like their concept of like hiring someone to like accompany the parents to go to doctor's appointment, or go to their daily groceries and any daily tasks that they need to get done, but with someone to accompany them when the children could not. The concept is similar to like having someone to assist your your parents at times that you are probably very occupied with work. And I feel like it's not something it's not a case of neglect. I just feel like children who took this initiative of hiring people from Teman Malaysia is actually doing their part to ensure that their parents can continue doing what they like, doing what they want to do with their lives in a safe and controlled environment lah. So I mean, some might say that as a anak kan, macam as children you should always be there for your parents. I understand, but children themselves also have their own lives, their own family that they need to feed, that they need to take responsibility of. So having some kind of help or assistance would really make things much better, and I think they can function better as a family if their parents are well taken care of and they can continue providing for their family. So yeah, I feel like if more people go into the elderly care sector, it will be much better for us Malaysians as a whole. So yeah, so that's that. Some reflections from Rumah Sakit. Take care. Assalamualaikum.